If Rugby League ever built a statue for toughness, it would wear the face of Terry Igor Randall. The Manly-Warringah Iron Man wasn't just a tackler. He was a deterrent. Players didn't run at him. They tried to run around him. Born on Sydney's northern beaches in 1951, Randall came through the North Curl Juniors and burst into first grade in 1970, scoring a try on debut against St George at the SCG. He started as a hard-running centre, but by 1972, Coach Ron Willey saw the truth. This bloke was made for the furnace. Shifted into the forwards, Randall became a human brick wall with a will of steel. Over the next 13 seasons, he racked up 208 first-grade games for Manly, never once starting from the bench. He helped deliver 4 premierships, 1972, 1973, 1976 and 1978, joining Graham Eadie and Ian Martin as the only Sea Eagles to ever claim that many. The 1973 grand final against Cronulla is still whispered about in rugby league pubs as the toughest ever played. The first 20 minutes were chaos. Punches, elbows, flare-ups and fury. All the players did was run from flare-up to flare-up, one newspaper wrote. Randall, alongside John O'Neill and Bill Hamilton, anchored Manly's defence as both packs tore into each other like it was trench warfare. When Cronulla threatened late, Randall's line held firm, and on the back of some Bobby Fulton brilliance, Manly scraped home 10-7. It was the kind of match that separated men from mortals. Then came 1978, the year that truly cemented the Igor legend. Manly had to slog through 6 final matches in 24 days, the most punishing schedule in league history. Randall was so busted up he needed 6 pain-killing injections, 4 in the shoulder, 2 in the groin, just to keep taking the field. And he did, every single game. In round 1 of that year, he'd already earned Rugby League Week's first ever perfect 10 out of 10 player rating for his performance against St George. By the time the finals came around, his body was battered, but his reputation was bulletproof. The 1978 grand final against Cronulla again was a war of attrition. The first match was drawn 11-all before Manly won the midweek replay. Randall even had a hand in the chaos that led to Tom Mooney's try, launching a high Gary Owen kick that turned the game's rhythm upside down. As teammate Max Krelich later said, if there was one bloke you wanted next to you when it got nasty, it was Igor. Earlier that same year, at Lidcombe Oval against Western Suburbs, Randall found himself trading blows with John Donnelly inside the opening minutes. Both men cautioned as the game descended into an all-in brawl. 8 cautions followed. It was pure 1970's theatre. Black eyes, bruises, no backward steps. Randall never went looking for trouble, but he never backed away from it either. Terry Randall wore the New South Wales jersey 13 times and represented Australia in 12 matches between 1975 and 1977. He toured, he tackled, he terrorised, and he rarely missed a minute. Then, in 1982, after a grand final loss to Parramatta, he walked into the SCG dressing room, unlaced his boots, and simply said, "That's it." No farewell lap, no announcement, just a warrior deciding the battle was done. Even now, when fans argue about the game's hardest tacklers, Terry Igor Randall's name is always in the first breath. He was the original shoulder of steel, the defender who made attackers glance sideways, wondering if Igor was lurking. Much to many players' disappointment, More often than not, he was. I'll leave you with that thought.